GNT right back at y'all. Hey, we're back. We're excited. What a fantastic week to get back in the game to talk some good sports. James Harden to LA. This is Eagles versus Cowboys week. Let's talk about it. Like I said, GNT right back at y'all one more time for your watching and listening pleasures. Hey, look, it's not about me right now, so let me go ahead and shut up and introduce my boys. All right, Tone. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's going on, everybody? No introduction needed, man. Y'all know who I am, man. Tone, aka Tone the Promoter, man. What's going on? Don't worry. When I logged on, that was the name that popped up my screen name, y'all. I tried to hit the backspace button, but then I just hit enter and boom. What that says? Die. Pigeons die. Yeah, let's go, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of GNT Sports. Thank y'all for coming back. Like Larry said, let's talk about it.
Joel, I need you to fix this man. Go ahead, Joel.
Joel. What's going on, everybody? You already know what it is. You know we repping hard. Bird Gang all the way. My man Tone, extra hype this week. A lot of information coming out of his social media posts, but it don't matter. You already know what's going to happen. Best team in the NFL. Let's get it.
Together we make up this week's GNT crew. Kevin's at home relaxing. He's getting himself together. So, Kev, get yourself together, bro. Rest well. We'll see you in the next episode. But we do have your predictions already written down, ready to go. So, you're not going to miss a beat at all. So, let's start this off. Something that that I think touched us real heavy, and something that y'all really talked about real heavy last week too. Has everything to do with these boys right here. Let's go ahead and set the background right. Let's go ahead and set everything right. It's all about these Sixers right here, man. Y'all guys were talking real heavy last week about James Harden and how pissed off y'all was that this boy was on the team and the league officially started and this boy still want to be in Vegas and Houston and every kind of strip. Okay. He's now an LA Clipper. I'm putting it in your hands. Go.
Whoo, thank God. I mean, hey, man, as far as Daryl Morey, he got what he got for the package. I mean, nobody else was making any offers. But at the end of the day, the team could finally move forward and put this behind them. I mean, it had to be done. I mean, yeah, obviously we wanted a little bit more in return, but I mean, it was just holding us up, and teammates, coaching, getting asked about it, and he's not even here. He's not even with the team, not even practicing. It just had to happen. So, good riddance. Good luck to him with these other teams out there. But I mean, I don't even think they're gonna make any noise. He's just in a better atmosphere and in a better situation for his lifestyle, I should say, not to win championships, because it does not make any sense why he will go there
at all.
So, like my brother Joel said, you could tell by my social media posts, you know what I mean? You could tell the fire and desire, I had for my teams. And I will say that I posted something about Morey, and I'll admit I may have jumped the gun. You know what I mean? Like, as far as right off the rip saying fire. I wasn't even saying firing because of, trading her. And I definitely, wanted that to happen because at this point, up until the point we traded him, he was a distraction. I mean, you trying to come back, a day before the game and thinking you just gonna come in and play the game. Like we like, nah, brother. You stay right there, 106 and Park it right on over there. We'll get you back in here when we come back home. Then when we come back home, now you ain't even playing on with his hair either. You know what I mean? Like get yourself in shape. You want to play this game? We gonna play it right back with you. And it's like, for him to want to go to the Clippers, I don't understand it. You know what I mean? It's just it's not a fit. He wasn't something like that they needed, that they were missing. You know what I mean? There's too many people on that team, obviously, who would need the ball in the half court. You can't send Russ or him to the corners to spot up. So, again, I don't know. Like Joel just said, it might be just a lifestyle thing on why he wanted to, go out there. Oh, that's where he's from. And he's a West Coast kid, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But listen, man, I'm glad the headache is gone. You know what I mean? With that, like, it wasn't even that he was just a bad player here. It's just this thing with these big headed athletes thinking that no matter what point in their career they still supposed to make crazy an astronomical amount of numbers. Not when you was averaging 35 with ease, in your sleep to drop to 22. And I get it, you playing with Joel Embiid and whatever. But as soon as they took that whistle away from them little nut behind step backs he used to always do in the flopping and all that, once they took that away, his points diminished. So you see where he got a lot of his points from. You know what I mean? So not saying that he wasn't a great scorer. He just knew how to draw, fouls and get them free shots. But let's say glad we done with that, man. Hope Morey package up, something to get us something in here, another perimeter, bucket getter. Because that's what I think we still lacking a little bit. Or we could just add to what Maxey bringing. And we do that round, All-Star break or whenever trade deadline, we be solid. I mean, shit, Milwaukee stinking the joint up right now. So we definitely could be all right.
So here's my question to y'all, and I give this to y'all. At first, when you heard about what the compensation was going to be, for when it comes to what the Sixers got compared to, what we was kind of expecting. I know at first it doesn't look very overwhelming. In fact, it looked like we actually, if there's a winner or loser in this, it looked like we kind of lost the trade. And then we saw it was actually 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, and a pick swap, along with all those players, that I looked at the whole entire trade a whole lot differently. What about y'all guys? What did y'all think about the trade conversation?
I mean, for me, like I said, I mean, we really didn't have, we weren't in a good position to demand stuff. As far as like what, I mean, think about it. The player picked the team that he wanted to go to. So that means you couldn't even like entertain like or go to the table to try to make a deal and say, hey, we got another team interested in this player. You put your best and final offer. Because he came out and said, hey, I want to get traded. I want to get traded to the Clippers. So being as though that he basically dictated where he was going and the package that we got, honestly, I think it was a decent package. Due to the fact that you see what Drew Holiday, Boston gave up for him. I mean, you could look at that deal, which is kind of good for us too moving forward because, like Tone said, when it comes to the trade deadline, and now that we actually have some assets, if any other of these other teams that are on the fence, they don't know if they're going to be competitors or not. And come All-Star break, if they're not, and they want to move on from some of these players that have those expiring contracts, then at least we got the ammo to make that move. But I mean, it was one of them things like what I have liked to get more, of course, who wouldn't have? But when you really limited to trying to deal with this one team, I mean, he kind of handcuffed. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think it was a fair deal considering his age and all that stuff. And then when you factor in, again, what Boston gave up for someone like Drew Holiday, like I mean, it was a decent package for the situation and knowing all the variables and everything that's going on. But I mean, aside of that, I think the biggest losers in this is the NBA because of the fact that, bro, you already got a blueprint for these star players or someone that feels as though they need to get paid more, that they could just do this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You already seeing it year after year. There's always another disgruntled player. We had it with Dame. Now we got it with Harden. Now, we had it with Ben a little bit where he was, with all that stuff. So you starting to see this more and more and more. Is like they have to come up with some type of way of either penalizing them a little bit more, because at the end of the day, like, why would you have a contract if you're not going to hold somebody to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if they want to breach the contract and want something to happen, all right, you could do that. But it's like, yo, like, not only you said it was one thing to say, hey, I demand a trade, I'm not happy here. Okay, now you just opened it up, but like, you verbally going, hey, I want to trade and I want to go to the Clippers. Like, okay, now you just, not only you demanded a trade and you want to get out your contract, but now you didn't even give that team that you're currently with an opportunity to try to get the best deal possible. It's like the player is basically shitting on the organization. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's just, it's bad for the NBA because basically, you had the whole LeBron thing where he was recruiting players and bringing them to him. This is just another tactic in a different form, of getting to where you want to go. So it's just that, to me, that's the biggest losers. That is just the NBA not being able, and I don't want to say controlling players, but there has to be some type of penalty for players that want to do this. You know what I mean? Because it's like, hey, you want that to happen? All right, well, your contract is voided. All that money that they currently owe you goes back to that team or something, and then whoever picks you up, you have to work out a new contract with them. Something like that, to have these players think twice about signing these contracts and moving on from there, because it's just something that's, I feel like, it's going to become the regular norm with some of
Yeah.
these players that just are tired and sick of it. But I mean, it's just weird, man. I mean, I don't know. To me, that's just how I feel about it. But going back to your question, as far as the package, I mean, the package is what it is, man.
I
It was
feel
the
you.
best it could get. So I don't know
All right.
what Tone has on.
Yeah, like Tone had, a lot to say when when it first went down, and I talked to him that morning. So it's on you, Tone. What compensation? What now that you saw everything in this totality? What do you think?
Um, you know, I guess it just got to finish playing out. You know what I mean? This had to be. This was a deal that had to be made. From uh, how disgruntled James Harden, all of a sudden became with the organization or with Daryl Morey. Per se. It had to be done. Yeah, he collared us by saying it was only one team he wanted to go to. So it was like, they can handle shit, and we had to, pretty much like take it in a sense. Pause. And I'm just like, if we can flip that for somebody else, like later down the line, then this is yet to be determined. You know what I mean? For me, with it, I like it business wise. You know what I mean? For something else to happen, but for what we got, that doesn't, to me, put us over Boston, or even though, like I said, I might be, clowning on Milwaukee right now. It's going to be, a stretch where they get used to, one another. Rules become, a certain thing where they'll start gelling. There'll be a team that in the playoffs you won't want to face. So I want to be that team too. So like I said, this is a wait and see type of deal. I had to think about it on the business side of things, because but by the trade deadline, it's either going to be we move what we got, in this deal, or we gonna be calling New York and saying, "Yo, JoJo said, what you get for him?" You know what I mean? It's either gonna be one of
Okay.
the two, man. Because I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you want to waste another year of Embiid. You know what I mean? Like just getting to the second round or some shit like that. Like that has to be, that mindset of this team has to be over for him. You know what I mean? Like there's no more second round appearances for this guy.
Yeah.
It should be Eastern Conference Finals or NBA
Or,
Finals or bust
or nothing.
for him, man. And like I said, they still have to equip this team in order to do that. What they got in this deal, losing Harden, is not going to do that, in my opinion. That's why I'm saying this year
Mhm.
you have to go get something, because you can't tell me he's just going to want to be. He's going to be fine with just wanting to be the number 3 team, in the East. Because at some point he's going to demand. He's going to start talking, and it'll either be will be is just a town that's just cursed when it comes to players staying here, sticking and staying. You know what I mean? Or just Daryl Morey's just a bad business guy. Like so. Like I said, I gotta wait and see, man.
Yeah. It's funny. It's going by what you was talking about, Joel. I'm sitting here like really thinking about like the compensation when it comes to what these teams lost or what these teams lost because of the upsetness of these superstar players. I mean, because of everything that happened with us with Ben, like how many draft picks did we lose because of the fact that he was disgruntled? You know what I mean? And and I understand why Morey was like, no, I'm not going to make a move until I get assets back by any means necessary. Because the fact that he already lost assets already to get rid of Ben, now he may have possibly lost assets to get rid of James Harden, just because both of these players are unhappy with their situation. We lost the future of this franchise because they're unhappy. But
You
he was
know
able to
you
get.
know.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to cut you off, Els. But you know what's crazy about all that too, man? It's like it's just crazy that we're here, right? That we're here. Obviously, we're here because this is just real life, and this is what happened. But like, there was at one point where the boy Halliburton was right there, in the grasp, of Maury's hands, and this whatever love affair or what I mean, brohood, whatever it is that him and Harden had, man. It was just like, nah, man. I'm getting him in town. Just for him to turn around and do this, like, it don't even end well. Y'all don't even, gracefully bow out from one another. Like, you go out while this dude saying, I would never trust him, play for any organization he's ever a part of. Like, what? When we could have had that young stud who was cooking the other night. I mean, even though he just signed a crazy massive deal, but we'd have had the bread to give it to him. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You know, obviously that's neither here nor there, but we wouldn't be here, man, if he'd have just pushed that button on. And Indiana wanted Ben Simmons, yo.
yeah,
They wanted
yeah.
him. They believed that they were going to turn that dude's career around. I'm like, why didn't y'all let the Pacers believe that? And they was gonna give up on that young boy. Now, nope, nope, he ain't gonna
Well,
know.
here's the deal too. So not only you gotta hope that one of these teams kind of like start not performing to give up one of the players, but next year I know the Sixers they got a lot of money coming off the books. They could bring in 2 supermax players,
Well,
but
it's really gonna be one, because
right,
that one gonna go to Maxi.
Yeah,
right, and then you got and then but that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at the list now. The best name on this list is Siakam. That's the best name. So say
That's the
you
best
get I
one.
got you see, and then the other thing to this
And
is Tobias Harris is
you know,
expiring.
he's expiring, so he wouldn't we
Right.
ain't signing him back. So
So you talking about the Anthony Meltons too. So you talking about the best free agent you could get as of right now is Siakam, and then hopefully in the midseason you could get someone, like you said, like Zach LaVine or DeRozan. But I mean, that's what you're probably looking at, turning this into Toronto/Philly. If they get DeRozan this year, see how far we go with the team that we have. Let Tobias walk, and then go get Siakam.
To play with Embiid and Maxey. Yeah, that'll be
right.
That'll be a nice score.
That'll be, you know what I mean. But I mean, that's how it's shaping out to be, and then seeing what else we could do.
I would be cool with that. I would obviously be cool with that. But that's obviously looking to next year.
Next year, not this
year. What do you think Embiid want to do this year? I don't think he wants to waste another season. I just that's why I can't get past this season. I won't get past this season because Embiid not gonna be like, okay, I'm just gonna go out here and dominate, and we lose and I cry and look ugly. No,
But the thing is too, though, like, all right, so let's play it out. He gets traded to New York. Do you think the Knicks with Brunson, mind you, they talking about giving us R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and I think Emmanuel Quickly and somebody else. So really, that core of the team, you talking about Brunson?
It's just gonna be him. It's gonna be him, right? Yeah,
it's gonna be him and Brunson.
So like same thing. From Embiid's side, it's like, bro, like, do you think that team is that much better than the situation you have here?
It's not even.
Like, it's not.
I don't think.
Now, if he was going to Miami. If he was going to Miami with Jimmy, Bam, and Hero, then you like, all right, that is a better team. But
Bam have to go too if we give up Embiid.
That's what I'm saying. So any of these other situations where like Embiid, look, hey man, we've exhausted, everything, every avenue here. All right, where would you want to go with the thoughts of, all right, we're putting you in a better situation. That better situation ain't really nowhere right now. You know what I mean? Like not a complete like 180 like a pendulum. Like, hey, you're in this situation, now you're in a better situation. But it's not like that. You know what I mean? Like Chase Young, he just got traded from the Redskins all the way to the San Fran to the 49ers. That was a true, hey, this situation is bad. Now you're in a way better situation. But it's a totally different sport, but I'm just trying to compare the two as far as, A and B, we're going to let you walk. You're going to go to the Knicks. Okay. Yeah, you got the MSG thing. You're playing with Brunson, DiVincenzo, and who else? Like, who else is there?
Josh Hart. Oh, everybody from Villanova.
Hart. Yeah, but, okay, so that's who you have. Do you really think that team is going to be equipped to beat Boston or go up against the Bucks in the East? And it's not. So it's like, hopefully Embiid has the approach of, hey, it wasn't really the organization or whatever happened between him and Morey or whatever with this handshake deal or whatever didn't happen for him to keep him here. And I see the better opportunity here. Hopefully, I think the deciding factor is, and the wild card is going to be the coach. Nick Nurse, if he buys into what he thinks is going well and better than previous years with the previous coaches, then I feel like, okay, now you're like, hey, look, we could go get your boy Siakam because they're from the same area apparently. So you're talking about bringing him here. You got the old coach that coached them when they won the chip. So it's like, all right, you got some type of credibility there, and hopefully things go well and gradually improve to the point that he wants to stay here, and then we could go to that, subtracting some of these pieces that are currently on the roster and then adding. But that's the only way I see it. But to me, it's like, all right, the package looks good for the Knicks, but what does that leave the Knicks for Joel? Like, I don't understand how they think they're gonna be contenders. Yeah, would the Knicks be better with Embiid on that team? Yes, but not a championship caliber team. Like, I don't see it.
They would just sell tickets. It will be a selling tickets bonanza situation. It's like we have Embiid, the ex MVP of the league, come into the stadium and watch your boy cook and lose, because that's exactly what they're going to do, because there ain't going to be nobody else on that team that's going to do anything.
the same thing that's happening here is just gonna happen over there. That's
Yep.
He's just gonna be in a different area. You know what I mean? That's the only thing. The only thing he could say that'll be different. Hey, I need a fresh start somewhere else. But I mean, if we got a new coach, and I mean, obviously we only a few games in, team's looking good.
Yeah.
Maxie looked like he turned that curb. So hopefully he's like, all right, Maxie's doing this thing. We're showing a little grit, whatever. We
Yeah.
got rid of these distractions. Let's see how far we could go with what we got. And hopefully we can add something this year. And then you already know, like behind the scenes, they could talk about something with, Siakam or something like that next year. But
Family. Get
I don't know. I guess we all on a wait and see type deal right now.
Look, right now, they have the ammunition right now for them. And of course, obviously, it's going to be in a couple months. I mean, I don't see it happening right away. But Zach LaVine, come on into the Sixers. You got the ammunition there. And you telling me that with Zach LaVine, Maxey, and Embiid, they can't actually do something?
Right. Then you got Tobias sprinkle in a little Melton and then these
Right.
veterans that they just got.
And you got
I
some
mean,
you got some hungry defensive players on the squad right now, too. With
right. And then you
Batum.
got a little
Now you do that for him this year, right? You get Levine in here for him this year. And still, obviously, like we're saying, visit that Siakam thing. You know what I mean? After that's what I'm saying. That
I
Levine
think that's a shoe in too, man. That's gonna
that
be a Tobias
well,
swap
look,
for Siakam
if we can
on the break.
offer a max deal, right? Like and in the NBA, when you make first, second team, third team, that puts you in different tiers of the max contract.
Right.
So if Siakam play on a first team or second team kind of basis, he gonna get his max from us gonna be crazy. So not that he can't probably get that, from Toronto, but he ain't gonna want to go back there. He's like, man, fuck out of here. Like, I'm going to a squad that got the big fella, the MVP, rising star, old coach. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and he played with Embiid in the same area.
in the same right,
They're
right.
from the same spot. So
Right. So that would be sexy. That would be a sexy draw to him. Like, but I'm saying we have to do, not saying we have to just get, like I'm saying, Levine, but we have to get something else in place this season, I think, just for him to even consider that, you know what I mean, after the season. I really don't believe Embiid is out there just playing, thinking, okay, next year can be the year. Like, nah, man, he's been close. He's been in that second round, man, and we just can't get by it, man. Just can't get by it.
Look, I don't trust everybody being healthy in these super teams except for Boston. Boston's a team that they're proven time and time again they're going to be someone that you have to eliminate or go through enough for you to make it up to the next round. We'll see what happens when it comes to the Bucks. They got spanked tonight by the Raptors, which is the team that we just beat up just like the other day. So we get to see what lies in and hold when it comes to that team for sure. But it's going to be a weird year, and as long as the Sixers make that one more move, I think this year, and they got the ammunition to do it now, more now than what they had with just Harden,
Before,
like you
yeah,
said, because
before, man,
he handcuffed the Sixers, man. I only
yeah.
want to go to LA. I only want to go to LA. You handcuffed them, so they had no other choice but to just go ahead and get what he was able to get from them. Look, we didn't even get Terrence Mann. Like we really didn't get what the people thought they was really going to get, except for those draft picks. Then it made
and
it worth it.
I mean, and we gave up PJ Tucker, which for me, PJ Tucker I thought was a great player 4 years ago, but
Yeah,
it's like
I
whatever.
was I
Just
was
go ahead.
cool. I was cool on that because, dog,
Yeah,
I
it
can't I
was just
can't
like
I can't be cool with somebody just wanting to be doing cardio out there, yo. Like this boy, like listen, man. I get your I
be
know your
yelling
role.
out there.
I know your role in the NBA is to be a defensive dog. I get it. I get it. I'm not saying that you should be averaging a dub or 25 in the league, but if your role is to play defense, cool, right? You accept that. But bro, you mean to tell me on the offensive end, you still thinking about playing defense? Like why? Like come on, man. I just don't I don't get it. I don't get playing basketball. I thought was offense. You play offense. You know what I'm saying? On defense, you play defense. Like this dude be how you play 40 minutes and you take one shot.
Yeah, and then rejected 2 other shots beforehand before he even took that one. Yeah.
Like I don't know. I was good off that. I was good off that. But we all keep saying, we keep reiterating. You know, the business side of this deal was obviously A plus. You know what I mean? If we could turn this into, like I said, something. If we could turn it into something by the deadline. They said we got to keep the guys for 60 days. And they even speculating this. Like they obviously we ain't just talking, you know, out our ass. They speculating that's what that's the idea that Morey and the team has. So I just can't wait. You know what I mean? I can't wait what they got cooking up. You know what I'm saying? We make a blockbuster deal and get Klay Thompson. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Like because you know, like something, man. Something, yo.
Well, and the last thing that I got before we cut off on the Sixers, if we do make a move, please send nut ass Cork Miles with them. They're trying to get on the LA package and get shipped out of here. So please, I hope you get your wish and you end up somewhere else.
He said he wanted to get out of here.
Yeah, he was volunteering like to jump in on the package or something like that. I was like, what the hell?
Whoa,
like,
Cork.
I was like, yo, what the hell's going on? Yeah, exactly. He was volunteering. Exactly.
He wanted to jump in on the
Yeah. He was trying to jump in on the package. Yo, I didn't even mean to do that when that was but yeah, I saw that report. I'm like, damn, this dude, he already knew. To me, I think he already knew how many players was going to come over on this side. He was like, I'm really not going to get no tickets.
But you know what's the crazy thing is? They should have cut it, but they cut Danny Green and shit.
Yeah, I know.
I said, damn, Danny. He thought he was going to come back and get said, nah, brother, you out of here.
They're like, it's good to be back home. This is my second home. And then cut like a week later.
Yeah, right. It's a wrap.
Nick Nurse is like, no, we're not doing that. No.
You know exactly what they told him. It's like, all right, so we make this other trade, you're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know that's what they told him. Like guaranteed. Like as soon as we make this other trade, you're coming back, Danny. You have nothing to worry about. All right. So any last words on this James Harden trade to LA? I have one more thing to say after it, but y'all got anything else y'all want to go ahead and close out with?
Nah, like I said, man, it's just a wait and see thing. Mm-hmm. Hopefully we by the deadline we can add another piece to this puzzle, man, and make a run, you know, down the final stretch, man. That's all. And good, I guess, good. Well, which is good luck, I guess.
Look, to me, I don't understand the move when it comes to why Harden wanted to go there anyway, if it wasn't just about a lifestyle thing, because I don't see anything positive happening on that LA team. Russell Westbrook that was actually doing well.
Team,
yeah, I like Westbrook wanted to get away from Harden before when they was in Houston.
That's what he said. He said he work in Houston. Now they about to go down there older. Done.
Yeah.
Are they more mature now? You see how they welcomed him in the locker room? They was like, man, yo, stay over there, bro.
Did they really? I didn't even peep it.
You ain't see it, and then that's why I was laughing when Joel said Terrence Mann, because you ain't see his reaction, when when Harden came in there, he didn't even look at him. He was just like looking at his phone. He looked down, he looked up, and Westbrook was like, yo, what's up, man? He's like, that's your side of the locker room. Make sure you stay over there. And Harden like, oh yeah.
That's a weird ass team, bro.
Yeah,
think about everybody that's on that team. You got Westbrook with his whatever, why whatever. To me, the only person that be on some chill would be PG. Like, Paul George just be on some chill. But they all, to me, just got this laid back, like, I don't know. It's a weird ass team, bro. It's a weird team. And that team, like, to me, it's been like that on all the freaking Kawhi Leonard teams. I feel like they trying to coach the whole season and then try to turn the switch on after the All-Star break. That's what they trying to do. And as soon as they see like they down 2-3-1, whatever it is, it's a wrap. They're like, we ain't playing, we ain't getting nowhere. That's the mentality of that team. Like, all right, we're gonna start vacation early. Where y'all going?
Yep, we already in LA, so
exactly.
I don't see that team doing the chemistry in that team going by what Jesus got for in San Antonio. I didn't know about that. I watched that after we get off our pod. But I didn't even see any of that happening. That's all crazy.
Yeah. It was a weird greeting. I'm like, what's going on, man? But like you said, man, it didn't work it didn't work in Houston. So I don't know what they expect it to happen down there. Like,
okay. Well, until
March
I get
27th is when LA comes here to play us on a Wednesday night.
March 27th.
Yeah, LA Clippers come here, so that'll be an interesting day.
On a Wednesday, a night we do it. We got a show, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should go to that joint.
7:30.
Actually, that would be worth trying to go to. Absolutely. What's that date again?
The 27th, March 27th.
Yeah,
let's try to make that happen. Tone, talk to your boy. Talk to your boy. We just don't want to go. Let's go with some class, bro.
Yo, you know what I'm sitting over here hoping and wishing for, man.
Oh, I know you are. On Sunday.
What? Because why you hit me up today?
Nah.
I'm looking at my jacket. I'm like, yo, please say it. Please. please ask me what I'm doing Sunday. He gonna be like, yo, man, we watching the game down here at this bar in South Philly, man. Why don't you come down here? Oh, really? Yo, man, I don't know. I got that itch. But if not, it is what it is, man. But
I feel you. But talk to your boy, man.
Yeah,
just talk to your boy. We can buy tickets, but we can be in luxury. I'm just saying,
sounds like Tone got the plug.
The whole electrical cord, man.
Yeah, man. Man.
It's crazy, man. It'd be great, man. It'd be great. Definitely, cool to know some people in some real hot places, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, this would be a perfect time to go ahead and show or get into one of our newer segments that we wanted to get into. Joel, it's all about you, bro. It's all about Joel's reactions. I'm going to go ahead and put some vids up on the screen. This was put together by Tone himself because Tone wanted to see your reaction to these videos. All right?
Oh, man.
So you ready?
I'm ready.
It's all sports related too, though, man.
Exactly.
Oh man.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna be looking at Tone all this time because he's been waiting like 2 weeks to show you this stuff.
Yeah.
Last week he was like, "Oh, he didn't send you the video."
Yeah, exactly.
I told you.
But don't worry, I got it all together right now, so we good. All right, so for the first one, you ready? And we go.
Watch this. 4th and inches. Neil O'Donnell back to pass on 4th down, they're up, and he fires it for the safety. Right? A safety, 16-12. So the Colts get the punt with a Hail Mary. But naturally, it's picked off by Aaron. Wow. So in the books, Parcells goes for it 3 times.
What the hell just happened?
So,
yo, what the hell just happened?
So, the Jets the Jets had a 16-10 lead against the Colts, right? It's fourth down. They could have went for it just so they can like run out the clock.
He
Instead,
chose to throw a safety, right? He threw the
Right.
ball behind. They got a safety.
all the way behind,
Then they punt the ball.
so they can
Like,
punt the ball.
why not just put? I was like,
Would have been the same thing.
who sat in the huddle and designed this? Who said, let's do this?
I don't know. I know I've seen before they'll go back if there's like a few seconds and they're like, all right, if I punt the ball and they get a run back and get a touchdown, then we lose. So, but there's like 10 seconds left. So I've seen they'll hike the ball and then run around and try to kill time.
Right.
And then eventually just like throw it out of balance or something. But that was weird, man. That was weird.
No, like, what was that, yo?
Tom was like, yo, you ever see anything like that? I'm like,
yo,
no. Like, who sees that?
I mean, I don't know.
Insane.
I mean, and that was even obviously that was way before the Deshaun Jackson thing. You know what I'm saying? When you punted to him and he ran it back on you, but like, why not just like punt the ball out of bounds like deep or something? Like what?
Right.
What are we doing? What was that for?
That's called lack of confidence with your defense, bro. Like, I don't even understand.
How about this? It was 4th and 1. Go for it.
Right. Well, back then they was definitely wasn't probably going for it.
Nah.
Shaky. All right, so that was the first one, Joel. And that was probably the simplest one out of all of them. You ready for the next one?
The simplest one.
Oh,
All right.
And that was not simple at all.
It wasn't. All right. I'm actually going to show the last one next. I need you, Joel, to tell me if it's cap or if it's real. All right?
Oh, no.
Cap or real.
All right, good.
Wow, off the head. Deflects all the way out to right field. Ball hit the foul pole.
Very top, hit the foul pole. You could hear the bong noise.
Wow, off the head.
That's cat, bro. That's cat. That's not real, bro. That is not real. Wait a minute, what the hell is going on here?
Yo, man, dude would have been dead. Yo,
he would have been dead. Yo.
Yo.
Like saying, like, wait a minute.
This boy hit a Schwartz bomber off his head, yo. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That was good. That was some good Photoshop, man.
Yeah,
got
right.
video on point.
You was talking about you heard the bong.
You heard the bong.
You didn't hear a crack like a bat, like, you know what I mean? Like you heard a bong and it went all the way out there. Come on.
That's crazy. That was a good one.
No way. Dude would have been laid out, yo. Brains would have been out his head. Like, come on, yo.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. But I was like, all right, if that would have happened, he would have died. Like, he would have been dead.
Real shit.
Broken neck, blood oozing all over the place.
Yeah. How the ball go that far, yo, off your head?
Boing.
Nah.
He got a metal plate in his head like that?
Yeah. But he dug down all confidently, like,
I know.
Titanium forehead and shit. Titanium forehead. That shit.
Yeah.
Yo, I would be so
Fucking
pissed off of that
9-iron
catcher.
and shit. Lord, get the
Yo,
hell out of here.
I would have got up and try to fight that catcher, man. I did all that work to get out your way, and you still hit me in the head.
No, that catcher should have been doing his eulogy. You talking about, you know what I mean? He clocked my man. Yo, that no way that ball went up.
Told him to
and they talking about hit the top of the foul pole. Get out of here.
Boing.
Bong. You heard the bong.
Boing. All right. So here's the next one, right? Now, Joel, Antone, I need y'all to look at this one here as a proud father. Look at this one here as if you're a proud dad. Ready?
Ooh, keep going. Keep going. Ooh!
I would be so proud that was my son out there baking all those dudes. Yo, I'm like, look at my boy out there, man. Bringing
I couldn't
everybody
even see
ankles.
his feet moving, man. Them joints moving fast as shit. I was like, what the hell? That shit on fast forward.
Right. Yo, his shiftiness was crazy.
Yo, I didn't even see people play Madden that daggone good.
Oh, you know what, Dag? I had another one today. That's just like that. That's just like that. It was a flag football joint. This dude, oh man, Dag, just like that, yo.
Well, we got next week.
I would have left off that field like, yo, no.
Yeah, right. Like, yo,
yeah.
yo,
That's
man,
my boy.
Imagine
that's my boy.
watching that highlight tape, man.
Yo, like getting off the rafter, we're going to the league.
Right,
we're going to the league.
Right.
Going to the show. All right, last one. Now, Tone sent this one because of the jersey that he's wearing. He's hoping that he sees this week. That's what he's. Now, just so you know, I'm putting words in his mouth because he didn't tell me that, but I'm sure that's what exactly he was thinking. All right, so here we go. So he's saying that's that's the way to stop the brotherly shove.
Okay. He saw the brotherly sweep already.
Yeah.
They toss it, they fake it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the brotherly pass.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna have all kind of brotherly stuff on that play.
Man, we gonna get into this game, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that was. Hope you enjoyed that one, Joel. That was Joel reactions. A couple of videos that we wanted to show you last week, and we're going to go ahead and keep that going because we got some good clips that we've seen that we want to go ahead and just keep on showing you, man. Because that was good. That was fun time.
That's some good one, man.
Yeah.
He went boing off his head.
Yeah. No way.
All right, Tone, do you have any facts for us this week? If not, it's cool. We keep moving.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh.
Not the ones you posted earlier, but that's another story.
No. I mean, but I do got some fact, the mundos for us tonight. Clearly, must be Philly week, so you know what I mean. Let the games begin. Which like Joel said from my social media energy, y'all see where I'm at with it. So, you know what I mean? That transitioned me into getting facts about the Eagles versus Cowboys. Do we know? And I got about 12 facts too. So we're gonna be here quite a while. The first meeting.
What?
The first meeting between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles was September 30th, 1960. The Philadelphia Eagles scored 27. The Dallas Cowboys scored 25. So the very first meeting, y'all got the dub. Kudos to y'all.
Yep.
Right. Kudos to y'all.
Here we go.
No. Kudos
Here
to y'all.
it
Kudos to y'all. Fact number 2. The largest victory for each team. We beat y'all one year, 56-7. Year in fact. It's 1966. So back in the day. I mean, cooked y'all 56-7. Y'all beat us. And I remember this game. I remember this game. It was the 44-6 game.
Oh yeah.
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 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that joint. So yeah, y'all
Yeah.
won 44-6.
And y'all had to win that game.
Yeah. All we had to
To
do was win
make the
that
playoffs, y'all had to win that game.
Yeah.
And we put up 44.
Yeah.
I remember that game.
Yeah, to two field goals. Yeah.
Yeah, that hurt you, bro. It's cool. Keep going.
Obviously, fact number 3, obviously last meeting, obviously was Christmas Eve last year. We remember that game. Obviously, we won 30. I mean, obviously, we won 40-34. I'm sorry, 40-34.
Yep.
Fact number 4: the longest win streak. The longest win streak is owned by us.
It's 4 games.
11 straight games we won.
11.
Back in from 67 to 72.
Okay.
So back in the day, it was just mopping y'all. A grand total of the amount of times that we have faced off against the Philadelphia Eagles is 128 times, including the playoffs.
Whoa.
For an overall record of Cowboys 73 wins, Philadelphia Eagles 55 wins. So
Yeah, I can see that. We stunk in most of the 80s. So so I get it.
right.
Especially in the 70s. I'm sorry.
Yeah, in the 70s,
Norman Brayman days.
60s, 70s, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this will be fact number 6. This will be the first time that these two quarterbacks have actually faced each other. Injuries in depth chart order prevented them from playing previously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is just going to answer all the questions, you know what I'm saying, that we got about these two, right? Cowboys, fact number 7. The Cowboys were the only team to throw over 300 net passing yards versus the Eagles last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was when Dak torched y'all for 347 and a victory, of course. Bam. Fact number 8. Dallas hasn't been swept in a season series since 2011. While we have split season series several times, we also swept y'all on occasions too. So maybe y'all could try, this year to bring the brooms out, but
It's going down.
you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. Fact number 9. Fact number 9. The Dallas Cowboys have scored a 40 burger on the Eagles the last 3 times Dak Prescott has played against them. Fact number 10. Jalen Hurts has thrown 4 career interceptions against the Cowboys, which is tied for the most interceptions he has against any other team in the league. And it goes into fact number 11 of your boy Jalen has been hit by the turnover bug this season. Ha ha. How does it feel? With 11 total. The
7-1.
Cowboys.
That's how it feels.
That's 7-1 would have 7. Anywho, the Cowboys, and with that being said, your boy having 11 turnovers this year. The Cowboys ranked 4th in the league in the turnover category. So I like that recipe in our favor. And last but not least, did you know T.O. is the only player to make the Pro Bowl to play for both the Cowboys and Eagles?
Yes.
Boom. There you go. Tones. Great facts for the night.
Whatever, man.
As we say on this podcast, you said all that, you're going to win.
Hold on, I'm trying to get. Hold on.
Listen, before we get into it, I think the team that needs this win the most is actually the Cowboys, but I don't think that's going to happen. So
we need it, and just on a level of us needing it more. Is it because of how we performed against the 49ers?
Right.
You know what I mean? It was on a road, you know what I mean, hostile environment. And we went out there and got chumped. You know what I mean? We want to see if we learn from that. You know what I mean? Because I'll put it like this. I'll say this. If we lose this game, it got to be a game where we lose, where obviously it's definitely not number 4 fault. You know what I mean? Like entirely his fault, I'm saying.
Right.
Like it got to be some fight shown. It got to be some learning experience shown from the 49ers game. You know what I mean? Like some growth. Like it can't be one of these losses where, you know what I mean, you just let them come out and dominate. You get down early, then Dak got to throw the ball, then he's pressing, then he's starting to throw the interceptions because he's fucking pressing too much. You know what I mean? And then it turns ugly. Then it's he stinks. Like,
yeah,
yo, they gotta show some, you know what I mean, some kind of resiliency, man. To turn that corner, man. So that's what I expect. You know what I mean? I just expect better. You know what I mean? Like to show me what, you know what I mean, y'all really made of, man. There's a hostile environment. You need it. You need this early. You get this out the way early.
I totally agree with it too, because I mean, to your point, I just feel like it needs to be a game where if they lose, they could say, all right, if one or two things went our way, then we could have one and we'll be ready next time type thing.
Like a good game where you say, all right, both teams battle, and it's like one of them games where you say like whoever got the ball last going to win or some shit like that. Like whereas though the loser like, damn, if they'd have just had one more possession, or like that Kansas City Buffalo game that one year, like that joint was just crazy. Like it was just like, you know what I mean? But we just need that's what type of game I'm saying, you know, if any kind of outcome, you know what I mean, I would want. It was obviously definitely a win. I want to win, you know what I mean? But if it's going to be a loss, like gotta be a joint where you be like, all right, well, damn, you know what I mean? All right, Cowboys might be a squad. Like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, shit, they get some things in order or do this and do that. They could be right there. Like, we can't get smoked again, yo. We just can't. You know what I mean? Like, so that's where I'm at with it.
Look, I mean, the Eagles always, the Cowboys always play the Eagles tough. I'm sorry, NFC East always play each other tough, no matter what. So it's always going to be a tough game. And, I mean, like Washington always give us a run for our money. I have no idea why. And then I have no idea why. I mean, we made Sam Howell look like Joe Montana out there last week. I'm like, yo, like, did Tom Brady come back from retirement? I'm like, what happened? Like, I couldn't explain it. But Washington always plays us tough. The Giants, we usually have the upper hand on that one.
Yeah.
You know,
but quarterback.
Eagles Cowboys is always it could go either way. It can go either way, especially usually the home team usually do get that advantage. So we'll see exactly what happens, and especially with now, like you said, Tone, Jalen's in, Dak is in.
Yep, that's the matchup.
That's what we wanted. We wanted to see this for a long time. For the longest time, if you listen to ESPN or Fox, they say, well, Jalen's the number one quarterback in the NFC East. Now we get to prove it. We get to go ahead and prove it against the next tier team that's in our own division. Because there's not so many teams in the NFC that's going to be better or stronger than the Cowboys other than the Eagles. It's not many. What you got?
Yeah, I mean, 49ers, like, they showing their true colors right now. Like,
Man,
That's why they had to make that move with the defense, man.
but no,
I mean,
but you see, I don't know if y'all caught the catch the show with like Shady, the boy Acho, and that chick. He
Joy.
broke it down. I mean, sometimes he want to smack it. But never mind.
Gorgeous.
Yo, so Acho was saying that, like, you know, their defensive scheme has changed. Because their powers
D'Amico's gone,
their front seven. And he like Salah and D'Amico were aggressive linebacker coaches that, went for the quarterback that will rush. They say the DC that's there now, he's a defensive back coordinator. So, defensive back, they play on the prevent. They play, against. So they like their schemes isn't working. That's why they getting lit up. You know what I mean? Out there, they just like they're running the wrong schemes. I mean, yeah, they got Chase Young, to end the line, but if they don't change their scheme, what kind of effect is he gonna have? You're just hoping that they get to the quarterback off the line, before your corner's got to do some work. And then I'm not gonna say, Purdy. See, I don't think I didn't ever think Purdy was like a elite or just a top tier quarterback. He was obviously masked behind the defense, and then obviously some of the gadgets that Shanahan will put out there. It looks so beautiful when your defense is controlling everything, giving you short fields, what I mean, just giving you all the momentum. It's easy for your offense to come out there to run some gadget plays, and you got Christian. He got weapons, what I mean? So all he got to do is make the right play, what I mean, and not be, not having to make decisions. Because now it seems like when he's making decisions, he's turning the rock over. You know what I mean? Now when you got to make that play, he trying to do shit like he ain't used to. Yeah. So it's like, he might be getting, them kinks out of his armor because, he ain't really faced that in this little stretch he had, what I mean, when he won all these games in a row. I mean, now they done lost 3 in a row. So
3 in a row they lost.
Unless they change that defensive scheme, man, you gonna now could be able to score against them. You know what I mean? And then just put some pressure on that kid and make you make decisions. You're gonna be all right. The 49ers, man. I hopefully, like I said, hopefully we learn from that game, because I'm even mad that we even got smacked by them like that and they performing like this now. Like, it's like, damn, did y'all put everything in the tank, for us? Like did you unload everything you had just to beat us? Like, because y'all ain't won since that. But,
that was wrong. How they beat y'all was just wrong.
Right.
That was wrong.
And then you just can't even find a way to win now. So
it's also too, I mean, we already knew that that Purdy didn't have like the strongest arm in the game. You know what I mean? It's timing patterns. He throw to a spot knowing that everything is going to be timed up well. Like now they got this press coverage going on now. And you know what? Not having his number one wideout is hurting them. You know what I mean? Where you knew for sure that that Debo was going to go ahead and be open, or at least he's always consistently available for him. You know what I mean? But hell, you've been seeing like Kittle drop passes. Like some weird stuff been going on with the 49ers right now. So they're just they're off their rocker right now. So let me see what happens with them. But back to the Eagles, right? I see a blowout happening. Now I don't know on what side is going to happen. I think we're going to have a competitive game, the whole entire game. But I think the team that's going to actually have the most turnover, obviously, the most turnovers is usually going to be the one that's going to lose. We'll see exactly who that team is going to be. Because, like you said earlier, right now, Jalen has a nice amount of turnovers going on by picks or by fumbles. Dak has actually came back to and got settled again. He's not throwing as many picks, except on those games where he lost. And then all of a sudden you got turnover Dak again. It's really going to be determined by the O-line, how they're going to protect these two quarterbacks, and if the defense is going to be set up in a way to take advantage of the opportunities that these quarterbacks can possibly give them. And plus, I mean, Jalen not being 100%, that can actually be either a positive or a negative. It could be a positive because you may not have to worry about him scrambling like you normally would. But at the same token, he's showing that he has the arm to actually make the plays happen. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Y'all got nothing to add after that? Okay.
I mean, for me, I'm gonna tell you, I feel like the way this team been playing this year, like you got these games that they should win that they make very difficult to watch, and they figure out a way to win them, minus the Jets game, which they almost came back and won, but they're playing to the level of the competition. I mean, i.e., I picked them to lose against Miami. And you had the team just show up. It was curtains after that. I was down at the Xfinity Center watching the game. I did the little tailgating a little bit with a few people there. My cousin flew in from Florida. I had an opportunity to pick her up from where she was staying, where a dude took her down there. You know, they actually went to the game. I was actually at the Xfinity Joint watching it. But to me, this team is showing up for the level of a competition that's in front of them. So needless to say, it's a big game. And I feel like it's 50-50. It could go either way. If I had to say which team needs it the most, I would say the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So I would say that advantage goes to their side. But, I mean, so far, like the first test was week 2 against the Vikings, coming here, and we had play against Justin Jefferson where we thought the Vikings were actually going to be good. That was the first test. And it was like, oh, the Bucs are 2-0. They're going to Tampa. That's going to be a good game. And then we went out to LA against the Rams. They were on a good streak. They were surprising. Went out there, took care of business, came back here, slept on went to the Meadowlands to play the Jets, slept on them, lost that game, then showed up Sunday night game for the Dolphins, and it was like, damn, Dolphins who? So and then last week we played the Commanders, and we back to the same thing that happened against the Pats, against Washington the first time, like, you know what I mean? So I just feel like this team just been showing up and playing at the level of competition, but they know what's at stake. They know how big the game is. And, like Tone pointed out, man, this is the first time you got the Dak versus Hurts, and we just going to see what it is, man. I mean, I'm excited for it, man. It should be a great, great game, man. So we're going to see.
This, I think, is going to be, so far, it's going to be the game of the year.
Yeah,
I
think the country's going to see that.
Prime time, man. This should be a night game.
Right. Yeah.
Damn, I wish it was a night game.
Then you got two teams that need to win, in Miami and Chiefs playing the same week. So those are the two games. But I'm excited for the game because I think it's going to be a true, like Tune said, for for Dallas side, it's gonna be like, hey, look, like we got to see. This is the NFC representatives from the Super Bowl. Let's see where we at, how we match up against them, and they're gonna get a true, gauge on where they're at, and then the Eagles need to put it together and finally get a dominant game plan and win to say, all right, we really that team, in the NFC and true Super Bowl contenders. Which, I think we got the game. Honestly, like I feel like I'm just looking at patterns with this team, and I feel like they just playing to the level of competition, but it's definitely going to come down to turnovers. So we're going to see.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
think if we can contain number 11,
which has happened though. Like I mean, I think honestly the matchups is going to be the quarterbacks, man. I was we were like I was going over it like as far as D-line for both sides. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at that. Then you scale it back to the linebackers, and then the D-backs as well. You're just like looking at the layers of each team and who actually can move the ball. You know what I mean? And I would have, like 2-3 weeks ago, I would have said Pollard would have been able to run, but they got away from the run lately. You know what I mean? I just know because I got Pollard on my fantasy team, so I know like what he's been doing. But so like 2 weeks ago, I would have said the advantage for the running game would have been with Dallas. Now it's kind of like even to me. And then you're looking at receivers versus receivers, and then tight ends. Like we got that advantage. So I mean, it's gonna come down to them turnovers, man, and who wants it more. And it's gonna be a hell of a game. So
yeah,
I really do think it's going to be the battle of the 11s, man.
Yeah,
it's going to be what AJ Brown do
about,
against that secondary, and what Parsons do against the Eagles O line.
right.
It's going to be a battle of the 11s. Like who wants it more? The next Lawrence Taylor, or the next monster wideout since I don't want to disrespect any of the Hall of Famers by calling AJ any of those. But no, like the wide receiver, the top 3 wide receiver that he is right now. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's going to be a fun game. Regardless, it's going to be a fun game to watch. So I'm just happy that I have off. I can actually sit back and enjoy the game, and yeah, I'm going to prepare myself for either a whole bunch of skits from Tone to be sent over to me.
Why would I do such a thing, man? What are you talking about?
That's what you've been doing for years, bro.
There's a snooze button. Snooze for 30 days button.
I just know, Tone, I'll be at work at 7 a.m. on Monday morning. I know you usually got to be at work around 6, something like that.
5:30.
5:30. All right. So I promise you I'm not going to call out.
Okay. I know.
Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
No, I'm not calling out either. So
okay. No problem. I'll be looking for your van right after.
Yeah,
he might be breaking night for good reasons or bad reasons.
Betty White is going to be in the parking lot Monday morning. Trust.
You got it. All right, so let's go over our week 9 predictions before we go ahead and close out. So, me being the individual that I am, I got lazy and I forgot to write down what was the predictions answers all last week. So I got to catch up to all that. But let's go over what we got for this week. All right.
Okay.
I do have all of Kev's answers already locked in. It's just a matter of what the rest of us think. So starting off on Thursday night, we have Tennessee going to Pittsburgh to see those Steelers. Tone, what say you?
Let's go with Pittsburgh.
Pitt. Joel, what say you?
Going with Pittsburgh.
I say Pittsburgh as well. Next game.
Well, what did Kev go?
He went Pittsburgh as well. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Okay.
Next game. Miami versus Kansas City. That's gonna be a good one to watch too, bro.
No, it's
that's
where is
that
this?
game at 1 o'clock.
9:30 a.m.
So
Yeah.
they playing? Oh, they in Germany.
They in Germany.
They in Germany, yeah. Frankfurt. It's called Frankfurt Stadium.
I'm gonna go KC, man.
You gonna go KC?
Yeah.
KC. Joel, what say you?
Ooh, man. The Chiefs played bad last week. They gotta get it. I don't see Andy Reid losing 2 games in a row, man. I don't see it. Not at this stage. Nah. He's gonna get it right. He'll get it right. Chiefs.
So KC for
He's
you.
gonna win.
Kev has Miami. And I'm going to mimic one of my boys real quick. I'm going to take the Fins.
All right, man. Oh, man.
Next
I
game.
don't know, man. I just don't think that Miami, man, they beat up on bums, yo. They beat up on people who don't really can't give them no static, yo. Any team that they played this year that could do anything offensively, they got smoked. So, and like you said, Andy Reid ain't gonna come back with a double bubble. So they about to light them up like a Christmas tree, man. Watch it. Tell us, is it in Kansas City?
No, it's overseas.
It's overseas.
Oh,
England.
wow. She probably gonna do a concert. That's right. Yeah.
Oh. No. All right, so I mean, we'll see. I mean, because at the same token, this is also Tyreek Hill's first time going against KC since he's been traded.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
And so far, Mr. Hill has been a bad man.
Yeah, but
he scored 9 points last week, bro.
But it ain't matter against he was a bad man against y'all. That didn't matter. Like he could be a bad man all he want, but he
still had a touchdown, almost 100 yards.
Yeah, but in a loss, so he can go ahead and get his numbers. You know, he gonna get that. That boy's a human remote control, man. He gonna get his numbers, but I don't know. They just don't show up for big games to me.
All right, I think I already know the answer to the next game. So, Tone has Dallas, Kev has the Eagles.
Ain't much. Yeah,
I don't even have to go into that one. Joel, you have the Eagles, and I have the Eagles as well. And that's what Tone said, which is something I wanted to hold on to for a while. That was just funny. Said it could be my team versus Jesus. I would take my team. I'm like, geez. He's like, sorry, Lord, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yo, I can't. What I'm gonna say my team losing for, man? I don't know. Like, why would I say that? I don't know. I can't say that, man.
Oh man. All right, next game. You got those Buffalo Bills going to see those Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, that's oh man. Oh man, that's Sunday night.
Yes, sir.
I like that game. Where's that?
Cincinnati.
I'm going with Money Joe.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with
Money Bags Joe.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Campbell Toe Joe. Yeah.
So everybody got Kev also had the Bengals.
Bills Mafia, I see it already, Larry.
Huh?
You going Bills Mafia, I see it.
Yep. Only one way to catch up, to not agree with y'all. Last game, I think I know the answer to all y'all with this one. You got the Chargers versus the Jets.
Give Jay Herbert in the Chargers.
Yeah, it hurts even saying that team, right?
I mean, they they are what they are, but I guess maybe I'm just a little upset that Aaron Rodgers towards his Achilles, because that's why they scheduled this game. That's why I'm just a little mad that this is the Monday night game. That's all.
How about it? Especially when you got these bangers going on for the rest of this week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles, Cowboys,
Easy,
Miami Dolphins,
Like, why don't you?
Miami,
That's what I'm saying.
KC.
Why don't those games be like Monday night? Like, why couldn't our game be a Monday night game? The KC game, in Miami, why couldn't that have been Sunday night? Yo, send somebody else to Germany. Like,
Yeah.
why
Yeah, of all teams that's in the Germany, it's those two.
Yeah, like y'all want to send them. Y'all just want the first game to be the, you know what I mean? But there's somebody else going there next week.
It's the same. Just like okay, let's not go into all that. All right, Joel, you picking the Chargers as well? I'm assuming.
Yep.
Let's go Jets.
Who picking the Jets? You?
No. All right, so predictions locked in. This week, Tone has Pittsburgh, KC, Dallas, Bengals, Chargers. Kev has Pittsburgh, the Fins, Eagles, Bengals, and Chargers. Joel, you got Pittsburgh, KC, Eagles, Bengals, Chargers. Myself, I got Pitt, Miami, Eagles, Bills, Chargers. Good luck, gentlemen, this week with y'all predictions. That was a fun episode, y'all.
Yeah.
That was a fun episode.
Yeah.
Went over a whole lot. I didn't know Tom was going to hit us with 12 facts with mostly positive things about the Cowboys, but that's a different conversation.
Was that one-sided? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it really was.
He's trying to get good energy going on.
My bad for being biased. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You know what? This was Tone trying to find all kind of good, positive things about the Eagles.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
Ducking and dodging every positive thing with the Eagles. That was you. That was you.
No, that wasn't necessarily me. I knew y'all was going to do that, so I didn't want to steal y'all shine. You know what I mean?
Oh man, whatever.
You know what I mean? I want to let y'all have that. You know.
Whatever. All right, let's let's go ahead and close out. My guys, appreciate our brothers for being on. Appreciate everyone for actually watching, for going in and enjoying the content. Please keep on watching, keep on coming in to the GNT Sports Talk. Y'all guys are very, very important to us. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Guys, let's go ahead and close out. Tone is on you, bro.
Hey man, like I do every show when I close out. I got a comedy thing that I do, man. Follow my Instagram page at Tone the Promoter. That's Tone _the_promoter _. You know what I mean? Follow my page, like it. Throw the ticket link up there every week. The show starts off at $10 the first week. The very first week these tickets are on sale. They are $10. Every week after that, they go up $5. So right now, this week, they $15. Sale ends on Friday. So if you follow me on Instagram, you click on that link, get them for $15. We do it every third Friday of the month. We got 3 poets, 3 comedians, free wine, great time, good vibes. Just come out, man. Like I said, support a brother. You know what I mean? Trying to start something, nice little movement, man. And come out, man. This is a very, very, very dope show, interesting show. You'll have fun. I guarantee it. And then you get to hang out and vibe with me. So, that's a bonus as well. But thank y'all for tuning into this episode, man. It was a great episode. It was fun. We talked about, like you said, some good things. I know y'all gonna be locked in. You know what I mean? Locked and loaded like I'm gonna be. You know what I mean, on Sunday. Not sure where yet. You know what I mean? Hoping somewhere real close to the action. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be locked and loaded, man. So next week when I come on this show with my Stephen A hat and cigar, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a nice episode next week for sure.
Whatever. Go ahead, Joel, man. Close out.
Thanks everybody for tuning in. Keep up with the support and following and subscribing and all that good stuff. But Dallas and the Dallas week, Eagles week is gonna go. It's going down here at the link. So I'm sure everybody's gonna be ready to get on that social media and go back and forth and all that good stuff. But good riddance for Harden out of here, so the Sixers can start moving on, and we on a wait and see moment with them. But just excited for this week. Good stuff for 3 good games for us lined up for the NFL. And hey man, we'll see what happens. We'll see how the chips fall.
Thank y'all so much again for tuning in. GNT crew. Oh, God, here we go. I got to deal with this whole week. I got to do this for the rest of the week. GNT crew, tune in. NFL, what a crazy week. Man, we're excited about this week and to talk about it again next week. Oh, it's on and popping. So, guys, take care. Stay blessed. Have a good one. Everyone, peace.